I'm looking at a successful black man that has the ability to literally turn the narrative on black family, you know? And my grandfather, I watched my uncles and everything. My whole family, they're married. I'm not the girl who didn't see what a man creating a black family is supposed to be. So I'm asking right now, black men, and I tell my black men to really step up for black women and create families.
Yeah.
It's really not cool. Black men are attacking black women. And it's not a cool, they're not creating homes. We're witnessing city girls, we're witnessing this and that. And it's like the genders are doing this.
Clashing.
It is really destroying families. Being a country singer, if you are a singer in country music, you're a man. If you are not married, it is not respected. Family is respected in country music in that space. But in our space, we are singing about side chicks. We are glorifying a lot of women. That's not what happens in Nashville. You can't call a woman a bitch in Nashville because they'll never even listen to your music and your professional career will suffer. At what point in the black community do our men create real homes?
I'm tired of shit. I don't know how to phrase it, man. But I was just seeing a snippet of the Cam Newton interview with K Michelle, and like fuck, man. Just somebody need to, do let the curtain down on this bullshit. Okay, they need to let the curtain down. I'm tired of looking at trauma bond theater. Okay, she is a goddamn hypocrite. Okay, you are a goddamn hypocrite, Miss K Michelle. You are an idiot and whatnot. As soon as I heard her voice, as soon as I heard her speaking at length on several occasions, and I want to give a shout out to another channel and shit. I don't usually do that a lot, but this channel Only Logical. He had a laundry list of her contradictions and the hypocrisy across the board on different, multiple different levels and shit. But if you listen to the Cam Newton interview, I guess you want to call it that, it's just her blabbing and shit. If you listen to her flapping her black gums on Cam Newton's podcast, I guess, she's saying that she's shaming black men and telling us successful, okay, keep that in mind. She said successful black men need to build families with black women, and she starts fake crying and talking about the whole victim narrative, how black women had to go through all this shit even though they've been running this motherfucking society for over 100 years and shit, if not longer, and have fucked up and dropped the ball. Okay? Fucked up royally and shit. They've been telling us we haven't been present and haven't been in a home and done our due diligence, and we're shitty co-parents or whatever. They can't explain why, since they're strong and powerful, stunning and brave, that their community that they create and run is shit. Okay, I'm tired of listening to this shit. Okay, and I believe those rumors about her hee-haw smelling very badly and shit. Okay, she cannot trust her. Okay, and I want to call this woman a Jezebel. She knows she's a Jezebel. I feel like when she was talking, like if there's a studio audience, everybody should just start screaming blah blah blah, well, until she shuts up. Or booing, or throwing shit up there like rotten fruit and vegetables. Okay, I'm tired. It's fucking Father's Day, man. I had to see this goddamn clip. Right on the fucking retarded ass Cam Newton show. I don't know what purpose this serves. All he does is have these divisive people on there. Every now and then he has, maybe a half decent, guest on there. And he had Corey Holcomb on there. He didn't have much to say when Corey was dropping, was spitting knowledge and shit, dropping facts on there. He let Cheyenne Bryant get some clout and run with it and shit to assault us even more. I'm tired, man. I'm not going to talk about Cam Newton here. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about his retarded looking ass. Or it's a bunch of kids and shit. Black men don't care what another black man do with his fucking penis and his wallet and shit. Only black women care and shit. And if you're a male talking about some dude doing shit with his, with his junk down there, then you a female too. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Cam Newton's ass, man, in another video and shit. But like, I'm tired of listening to K Michelle. I'm tired of listening to stupid ass voice and shit. All right, I have roots in the deep, 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 deep South. Okay, the very deep South. Okay, both my parents came from there. I grew up in Chicago. Okay, and I can tell when I'm listening to a moron. Okay, basically a mental hillbilly. Right? She has no intelligence, and she's already raised one son and shit to fail in life. Luckily, maybe she'll give him some money. That he'll be able, get a little buffer. He deserves it. It's his reparations for having her as a mother. He deserves reparations, personal reparations from her for her being his mother and just being out of pocket, being all over the fucking place and shit. She needs to just shut the fuck up. Why do they think they're like an authority on something just because they have a career in show business and shit? Can somebody shut the fuck up? I miss the old days when Harrison Ford lived out in like Idaho or some shit on a fucking like ranch and shit. And I've actually seen Keanu Reeves a couple of times. And, you don't see him doing shit like this and sitting up talking crap. Only in our fucking community. Everybody want to be an authority on something. They wear these, and I love seeing them with the glasses on. They like with the window glass in it or whatever. Cam Newton. Like, I'm tired of this chick, man. She been saying some crazy shit for years, man. Yeah, I ain't even gotten around to that fucked up BBL she used to have. I think she shrunk it down. She got a smaller version because the other one was leaking or something. All right. Hence the rumors about her stinking down there. Yeah, it's Father's Day. Just like clockwork. You can never get away from a video disparaging and defaming the image of black men across the board and shit. I find it offensive that she would try to use sign language on a successful black man by her metric, not mine or any other actual living, breathing human being and shit that happens to be a black, straight male. Why don't you tell black women to get with all these fucking black men and shit and combine their resources and work together for once and have organic relationships instead of transactional relationships that would lift our society and shit instead of waiting for a handout from someone else and then crying when they pull the plug on you because of your own malfeasance and bad behavior and bad management of your resources. Okay? Fuck you, K Michelle. Fuck you. I want to get them to do a jig and shit. Fuck you, man. That's a ignorant country biatch. You're ignorant. I feel bad for her son. I feel bad for her son, man. She raised a son. She got mad at her son for dating a white woman, but she was dating white men. Right? And she admitted it. When she was dating that Olympic swimmer, his legal team forced her to make a statement about how they were friends, and then she was embarrassed, and she knew she was embarrassed. She wasn't woman enough to tell him no and blast his ass for using her as a toy. She wasn't woman enough, but she didn't shit on her son and tell him he need to marry a black woman and shit. What the fuck? This is what I'm talking about. And stop listening to these goddamn women. They're just a hypocrite. They want a white man. They want to be a white woman. All right? And they hate a white woman if they're with you and shit, no matter how she's treating you good or bad. They don't care, it's just white. They don't care about no other race. They recently started caring shit because a lot of guys were just pulling the ripcord and jumping out of the community and shit, climbing over the edge of that bitch on fire, screaming, landing on their feet or their ass or whatnot, just as long as they got away from these women, these toxic women. All right? You can't build shit in this community, not with no K Michelle's or anything that comes out of diseased vagina. All right? Fucking Father's Day. Here I am making this shit. I didn't intend to make this commentary, but I think I've reached my limit. Right at my bottom lip here with Cam Newton's podcast. I reached it. I don't listen to K Michelle's music and whatnot. But she's a piece of shit. She has no talent. How about that? Would that make anybody mad yet? She has no fucking talent. She talks out both sides of her neck, the front end, the fucking back and shit. Remember how she get around like that? Okay, she's a chicken head hillbilly. All right, she needs to shut the fuck up. Like, no, she was sitting up on the Cam Newton show with the Jessica Rabbit, lime green dress on. I'm like, hey, you're an older chick, man. You got a son that's of age. He's pretty much an adult, and this how you present yourself and shit. Why can't you wear a nice business suit or something? Some business casual or something like that. Present yourself in a manner that tells us that you are an accomplished, successful black female. All right, we don't need to see all your goodies and shit. No one's checking for your ass unless they just see you on site. You're an on site game time decision for anybody that would actually deem to fuck their life up and put their health at safety by going downstairs on you. Okay? And she's admitted that she has engaged in alternative lifestyle, activities and shit. No one's judging, but like we just get tired of this, the fake authority on anything and shit. When you're an ignoramus, okay? You are ignorant. I don't care if you have a degree in anything. You're fucking ignorant. You're a hypocrite. Right? And fuck Cam Newton for having you on the show and shit. He must have been a slow week. But he's an idiot too. He's damaged too. Okay? Now, I don't do this to be in solidarity with the opinions of any black misandrists out there. I just call it as I see it and shit, okay? I want to say fuck you, K. Michelle. I wish I could have said that for the last 9 minutes. Just fuck you. Got him do the Irish jig, and I'm not even fucking Irish. Like, who knows? Maybe one of my slave master ancestors was. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Well, my actual real name is part German. Yeah, what the fuck? Trust me, gentlemen. I am as black as they come. I'm a black man. Okay, not an African American man, none of that bullshit. I'm black as fuck, man. I'm black. Alright? Born and bred of this supposed country deep 3Ks and said, and I can say fuck you, K. Michelle, on Father's Day. Fuck y'alls. Okay? You don't know shit. Just shut the fuck up. Just get up there, do like a little circle walk and turn around, twerk. I guess what's left of that disease, fucked off BBL that then chipped off and shit had to be repaired, like somebody's redoing your roof. Bitch got me on a rant, man. I better get the fuck out here before shit. I get to did the business if I blow up. Now they be pulling this shit. I have no tolerance for any black female misandrist. And if you watch any of my videos, you know how I feel about that shit, okay? We don't do that over here. So, it's customary and shit. In the last couple of years, I'll do the outro. Things. Keep your head on a swivel. Protect your bag and the boat. All else, and most importantly, I can't stress that enough, okay? Especially this female. Do not make fallen women the stewards of your family, and do not make fallen women the mothers of your children, okay? I repeat that shit. That's the most important thing I want to get across, man. We gotta fix this shit, genetically speaking. Do not make fallen women the mothers of your goddamn children, okay? Because your children are your future, and they are your legacy, okay? SYSBM means, quite honestly, no hidden messages. Means save yourself, black man, okay? Now you go and enjoy the rest of your day or night. All praise to the Most High.
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3Ks inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.